Today, we're going to show you exactly how to plan your garden beds the smart way so that everything grows healthier and stronger, and we've done it as easy as possible for you. So what we're planning today is where in our garden and which garden beds are our veggies going to be in. And by the end of this video, you're going to be able to plan your entire garden layout. Also, we have a free PDF for you. It is a garden planning layout sheet, and it's in the description below. And it's from our Soilsisters garden planner. So stick around until the end because we have more freebies for you. So gardening works much better when you plan first because veggies are like little neighbors. Some love living next to each other, some compete for space, and others just don't get along. If you place your plants correctly, they're going to grow faster, they're going to fight pests, and they're going to produce more food. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So before you plan what you have inside your beds, you need to know what garden beds you're going to have. How much space do you need? Do you need more beds? If you're still deciding what beds to use, we made a full video about that. And it's called How to Choose the Right Garden Bed, a Beginner's Guide. And it's right here on the screen, and there will be a link in the description below too. So now we're going to talk about what you need to consider when you're planning what vegetables are going in which beds. Now, number one is the sunlight. Now remember, sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And a lot of vegetables need full sunlight, 6 to 8 hours a day, but some like it more in the shade. So go out in your garden and figure out in the middle of the day which beds are the sunniest, which are part sun, part shade, and which are shady. And for those of you who are wondering what vegetables like sun, what vegetables like part sun, part shade, what vegetables like shade, we've covered that too. So in the link in the description below is a free PDF for you from our Work Camp Gardening Manual, and it is a list of all the vegetables that like sun, all the vegetables that like part sun, part shade, and then we have all the vegetables that like shade. And that's another freebie for you. So the next thing you're going to consider is plant height. Now you want the tall plants in the back, the medium in the middle, and the small ones in the front, because you do not want the tall plants to block the sunlight. So the third thing we're going to consider is companion planting. Companion planting is basically when you grow certain plants next to each other so that they grow better. They'll also attract pollinators and deter pests. But we've got you covered for that one too. We have another freebie for you. It's a companion planting chart. And it's also in the link in the description below. And don't worry, I know you have to give your email address to us to get some of these links, but we wanted to tell you, we are not going to bombard you with email sequences week after week. No, we might email you once in a while. We have a new product or want to announce something special. If you want an easy guide to companion planting, we have made another video for you too. And it's right up here on our screen right now. And it's called Companion Planting Made Easy. Fight pests naturally. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this short now because I know it's getting a little long, and we're going to get to the planting your garden part, and I'm going to start drawing that. But I just have to give you a few pointers first, okay? Even if you plan your garden perfectly, it's going to change. Some seedlings aren't going to pop up. You're going to have more space in the bed than you thought, or less space. So don't try to do everything perfectly. You're going to have to wing it a little bit and see it as a puzzle. So remember, this is a creative process and you have to be a little brave, okay? And now if you have extra spaces, you can always seed a little calendula or lettuce or throw some leeks in or put some onion bulbs in. I'll show you that later. So remember, this works anywhere in the world, and we're gonna do this in 2 steps. Step number 1, you're gonna draw your garden. So you're gonna take a page and draw your beds. And then you're gonna number them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna number things, even your grow bags. Number 6. This gives you a visual map of your garden, and then we're going to take a second piece of paper and we're going to draw each bed. And on the next page, I'm going to do bed number 1. The first thing you're going to do is write down the vegetables that you plan to plant in the bed. So in this bed, I'm going to plant beans, celery root, cilantro, lettuce, marigolds, calendula, and cucumbers. So the next thing I'm going to do is make icons for each vegetable. Okay, so the sun is coming from over here, and it basically during the day starts over here and goes down there. So the sun is coming into the bed that way. So that's why I don't want to plant anything too big that will block the rest of the bed here. And because cucumbers like to climb, and because there's 2 posts here, I'm going to put my cucumbers over here, and that way they can climb up this post and they won't block anything. Because there's 2 posts here, it's a perfect place to grow my beans because I can put something, a big piece of rope or string across here, and then I can put all my beans along that edge, and then they can grow up on string or whatever I decide to do. There's going to be string here. Next, we're going to draw the celery root. And next, I'm going to draw the lettuce. And then after that, I am going to put the marigolds in. And then after that, I'll put the calendula in. And then after that, I'm going to put the cilantro in. And now the fun begins, coloring time, if you feel like it. Keep in mind, some of these are going to get quite big and they will need some space in the beginning. But the idea here is to fill this bed with vegetables. So by the time they're grown big, you should not see the soil. Now we have done one example of our beds and have the rest to do. So keep planning and don't forget to use the companion planting chart and your sunshade sheet. I have another tip for you guys. When you're out in the garden this spring and you're planting your plants in your garden beds, you're going to have your companion planting chart in your back pocket. Because all of a sudden, you're going to have some leftover tomato plants or some leftover basil or some seedlings that you don't fit in the original bed that you planned. And then you're going to be able to take out this companion planting chart and see where you're going to put them instead, which plants they like and which plants they don't like. And another thing I want to tell you, when you're looking at the companion planting chart, it's easier if you look at the column all the way to the right, which says bad companions, and you focus on that. That will make it a lot easier looking at the chart, because those are the ones that you're not going to be planting them next to. So I hope you liked our video. Don't forget to press the like, subscribe, and notifications button. And also, thank you so much for all of your support. I hope this video helped you with planning your garden beds. So don't forget all the free PDFs in the description below. There's links to every single one of them. And also, please don't forget, if you have any questions, put them in the comments because we will answer them for you.